the most thing that kind of bothers me about, I guess, how social media is shaping us is like how much we see, how much content we're getting, like the amount of like suggested content that we're taking in is a problem for me, because it kind of hinders how we think for ourselves. Social media is already putting in the thoughts and giving us the pictures on what decisions or how our life should be played out before even getting the chance to think about it ourselves. So I think it's quite scary to not have control over our lives and our decisions, and that the social media is a kind of like a guiding light for many people on how they make the decisions or what they do, or like mainly in just the marriage aspect too, and how like that's a big thing. Couples is a big thing on social media right now, and everyone loves love, and like I'm sure you guys, all of us know, like when we're getting into relationships right now, we can feel stuck because we're seeing something for so long every day that it kind of trains your mind to picture that and only that, and forget about how kind of the Lord wants us to think.
Welcome back to The Juxtaposition. I'm your host, Nana, alongside my two lovely co-hosts.
You can't come out like that. We haven't been on this microphone in a minute.
I felt like I gave so much energy.
He did. He gave a comment.
I did. And you know why? It was shocking because I'm like, oh shoot, it's all of us.
Yes.
Here
we haven't been here in
a long time. All three of us?
Yes.
Yeah. In a minute. People thought we broke up.
No, they probably, wow.
Because some episodes, I was there, you were there, you were not
had
there.
An argument or something.
Yeah.
We split.
Nah.
No, we're here.
We're here.
We're back.
But what's your names?
Oh, my name is Bernice,
and my name is Janet.
Did you guys see my Lord Thursday I did last time?
It's
not our color scheme.
Yeah, I wasn't even feeling it.
No, I think. No. It is our color. I was trying to do another one, which wasn't our color scheme. But anyways, we're back.
Yes.
And better.
Yes.
Here.
We are.
Yeah.
To serve you with some more content.
It's been a good ride these past couple of weeks.
It really has.
A lot of people love the February love series, the month of love, and I was like, yes, that's what we want. A lot of people took gems from it, which is what we prayed for.
Yeah.
And
we handpicked these couples. We didn't just, pick them, at a random. We knew that their story would
impact
people and lives that we were sharing them to. So thank you for the couples who were on our platform, and thank you for sharing your wisdom, because it was really great.
Which one out of the...
I ain't got a favorite. No, I lied. My favorite is probably Samson and Shay. I wasn't there for it, but while I was editing it, I made sure like I didn't listen to it.
Oh, you wanted to listen to it after you're done?
Yes, so I watched it on YouTube. I'm like, this is actually hilarious.
Yeah.
This is funny. Like, this is really good. So I like Samson a lot. Like, I forgot like he lived in Driftwood.
When he mentioned that, I was like, whoa. He said, huh?
I literally forgot. And he has his accent still, like, which is actually like crazy.
Like the Nigerian accent?
Yeah, like he still has his accent
It's
still.
hard to go. I mean, I don't know. Nigerians, it's hard for it to be gone.
Or maybe he just
He's
didn't want
there
to.
for...
You're also surrounded.
Years.
You're surrounded by people that are Nigerians too. So that accent will never leave you unless you're like... Yeah.
Maybe he tries to code Swift. Maybe. But that was my favorite one, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
What about you, Janet?
I think it was Shay and Samson, but to second it, I think it was Mercy and Trevor. I think because I got to see their vulnerable side, and them also being on a platform and sharing their story, and maybe just also thinking about their story and thinking back, and made them kind of just reminisce on their journey.
Yeah, they went through memory lane.
Yeah, which was nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I'm saying Prince and Tammy. I like that one too. I was just being able to see, because I didn't really know their story, how they explain. I know bits of it, like about the friendship and they work together, but I didn't know the aspect of like how Prince was pursuing Demi, which was funny to me.
Touch and go.
Yeah, because Prince is very like, you didn't see that.
Demi said he didn't have C's.
Yeah,
I was like,
but it was cool. All of the couples, they did a fantastic job. So
fantabulous.
And so if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it now and gain some wisdom. If you're wanting to get married, it's great to be surrounded by people who are married, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, they have experience in what they're doing, not they know what they're doing. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Other than that, and also the Elvis episode was
Oh yeah,
That was
wow.
an awesome one as
that
well.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Shout out Elvis.
yeah.
Go check out his music. I don't know why I hear that in the headphone. Is someone on the phone here? Is your phone right here? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, go check out Elvis' episode. Great episode as well. We just been on fire. So thank you for the support.
Yes.
That's the 400 subscribers.
Yeah.
And so
Guys,
we
you've
can-
really
Yeah.
surprised us.
Yeah.
So we're thankful. But we got to get back to our regular scheduled business by going back with
Yes.
our blessing and our blunder.
I can go
guys.
first.
Hold on.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's
Sorry.
explain what blessing and blunder is for our new listeners, because we obviously got some new listeners. So blessing
Okay.
and blunder is essentially we talk about what was a blessing to us during the week. So what has God done for us? Something positive, something encouraging. Why you drinking like you have
Sorry.
a speech to prepare for?
No.
Thirsty.
Dang.
And the blunder is something that we found challenging or we're going through that is a difficult time, or something we just got like or frustrated about or dealing with in
Yeah.
that sense. So you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to go first. So Saturday, I'm on my way to men's breakfast. I am on a road while I'm at men's breakfast. This is my blunder. As I hit a certain curve, who do I see? Police. Pull me over. And as soon as I was driving, I looked at them. I said, "Yeah, I'm done." Boom. And I wasn't going that fast. It's one of those roads where it's leading to a highway, and it's kind of like Highway 7. And it's not a highway, but it
still
feels like
fast,
a highway,
yeah.
and
It goes like
everybody's
80
going
or
fast.
something, yeah.
That's the type of road I was on. So the road it's 60, but literally 500 meters away it goes to 70. Then it goes to highway to 100. So that's the vibe I'm always on. They pulled me over.
Because you went over 60 kilometers?
Yeah, I was doing. They said I was doing 90. I wasn't doing no 90.
That's
I believe
They're
them.
lying.
I
No,
believe them.
I was not going
No,
90.
I would say you probably were doing 70, 80.
80 something. I
What
was
if they
not
had a
doing
meter?
90.
You never know.
No, but
90 is
remember
nuts.
They can't catch like sometimes they mistake your car for somebody else's car. So
True.
So pulled me over. I'm like, let's just get this over. I'm like, yo, give me the ticket. I know I'm in the wrong. I have no argument. These guys are taking long. These guys come back, say, sir, nice lady. Shout out to her. Nice white lady. Amazing. She's like, oh, sir, your license is expired on my birthday. My birthday. I said, really? She's like, oh, on your birthday? I said, what? And she kind of like understood because my birthday was like a couple days after before that. And she's like, sir, your permit for your car is expired too. 2 years ago on your birthday. I said, because Ontario got rid of the stickers. So
Yeah.
now you actually have to get a permit. You have to apply for a permit on your car. I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I think many people don't know that actually.
I don't think
so.
so.
No,
That's
honestly,
info to people out there.
So guys, search that up because if you get pulled over, they'll put that against you. So I got a ticket, speeding ticket, and I got a ticket for having like expired permit and stuff like that.
How much you paying?
So instead of going, she blessed me. So
okay.
I could have got demerit points and a higher ticket, like $300, but no demerit points, and I went 15 over. She scheduled as 15 over. I'm not gonna snitch on you. But scheduled on 15 over, and she charged me like $50 something. Then, so it was like $150 to like $50 something. Then she charged me for the expired stuff. That thing was supposed to be like $2 something. She put it to like $120. So she blessed me. I can't even lie. I can't even
No, she
front,
did.
but still, I'm like, damn, money. Like I'm
Dang.
budgeting for the month, and like, but that's why you have mercy funds. But yes, that happened, and I was just so somber in a somber mood for like 2 hours at the men's breakfast.
You're just like, contemplating, like,
I was
wow.
late too. I was like 10 minutes late. I was trying to get there early, super late. Well, not super late, but late. So that was my blunder. So we thank God. And my blessing was these guys bought me shoes. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes.
So my birthday was amazing, guys. I played basketball, had a basketball tournament, went out, all of that. Everybody, all my loved ones are there. Thank you for everyone for coming. I can't even talk. But they sent me like, Nana, what do you want for your birthday? I sent them like a list of basketball, joggers, sweater. Then my last thing was a shoe, actually. I think I went on the internet. I was like, oh, this. And I sent it. I was like, I would love these shoes. Then they got me Jordan 1s, guys. God, shout out Jermaine too, man. These guys are crazy. Anybody else? Shout out them, yo. Shout out my sisters, everyone that helped me in this birthday. Great birthday. And we're back in the juxtaposition.
How old are you?
35.
Excuse me? I'm 27 years old, guys.
Say it
10.
loud and proud.
27. We started this podcast
Plus
when
10.
I was...
It's okay. We don't have to. It's okay.
5, 6.
Oh.
No, when I was 23. I don't know. I'm not 35, please. You're older. You're 28. I'm going to say
I'm 25.
you're 28.
And
Janet's
counting.
Whatever you
26.
expect.
But Janet's the same year as us. I mean...
Anyways, thank you so much for sharing your blunder and your blessing. Next. Janet, you have something?
Okay, so these are quick. So my blessing. So I was coming down from. I usually come down from the bus and I walk to the. I walk through a path. I take this kind of like dingy ditch area to get to my house, but it takes 10 minutes, so I had to take the shortcut. And so on my way there, I'm like wearing running shoes, and mind you, this is when the snow is melting and it's kind of turning to ice, so it's kind of cold, kind of slippery, and this is a downhill area with like a water puddle, so I could have fell in there, but luckily I'm going down and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of like figuring out how am I gonna get down here, how am I not gonna fall, should I just like hold the branches as I'm going down? And then this nice little man, not little man, but nice gentleman, he's coming, and then he like holds my hand and he helps me across the thing.
There is.
And then there was another like 2 guys, they're like, oh, do you need help? Like,
While you were wobbling on the ice?
yeah, while I was going down, because I was contemplating like how to get down, and they're like, do you need help? They're like 2 over there, and then another guy was like, oh, let me help you.
Grabbed your hand?
He grabbed my hand, and
This is a guy our age?
no, he's
Older man? I'm just
he's
saying.
an older man. He was an older man.
I'm just
And
checking.
he helped me. He's like, oh, take my
Oh,
hand. Let me
wow.
help you across the thing. And
See,
he helped me.
there's
He's like, be
kind
careful.
people.
Be careful when you go up there. I was like, oh my gosh, my heart. I was like, there's still, what's it called?
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Chivalry. That's what I was saying. Chivalry still out there. So guys, yeah. If you need help, ask for help sometimes. Be nice.
Yeah,
and
you
then,
don't have to be an independent, strong woman.
it's true. And not everyone's trying to like, be out there crazy. And then, so my blunder, there's so many things happening at my work right now. And there's a lot of like transition in jobs and stuff and people's lives. So there's people leaving, there's people going up higher in positions. And right now I'm flying it solo because I usually have a partner. So kind of stressed out for what's going to come, but I'm hoping that there's going to be support. And I guess it's just going to show that I have to pull up my socks. And
More responsibility.
yeah.
Gotta be a boss.
Yeah.
Nice.
mine.
Nice. Mine, blessing, honestly, well, I would say like at my placement right now, they really like me, so they want to hire me.
Hey,
Oh,
yo.
they really like me.
Oh, they
like me.
So yeah, which is nice. I think it's good that. Well, that was my prayer. I was like, God, just make it easy for me to get a job. And so the fact that they're like, oh no, like when you're done, like we're ready for you. And so today we're talking about another location opening up again that was once closed, and like my supervisor, I think she's gonna move to that location once it's open, and she's like, you're coming with me, like you're gonna come with me. I'm like,
Smart lady.
I said, oh, that's so nice. Like in my head, I'm like, wow, like the fact that they see value in me is a blessing. So.
Where's the next location gonna be?
It's in the same area. I don't know. It's in the same area.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's
Sick.
it's the way she was talking about the stories. I was like, oh my gosh. When I say I'm currently I'm placed at a group home. When I say the stories that they have, I haven't seen anything yet. There's gonna be stories I'm gonna be able to share one day on this podcast, and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah.
So it's kind of like Mike vibes.
It's kind of but like Mike was foster care, but this one is like people are
Mental
like
health.
youth are living in yeah. So yeah, that was the blessing, and then blunder. I don't know. Oh, actually, I have a blunder. Oh, it's not really a blunder, but like I had a story about a police pulling me over too.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
I'm driving to go to placement, and mind you, I'm turning right, and the police is on the left side going left.
You're turning right.
So if I'm going, so we're in two different lanes. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So I'm driving, minding my business with the music, and then I see the police out here come out the car because we stopped. We're at a stop, like the light is stop. The police comes out the car and it's like, "Ma'am, we ran your plate, or your plate got tagged, and it said that your car is stolen." I said,
"What?
Time out." Yeah. It's like, yeah, can you just pull over here? Like, I was like, over here? So, you're like, me? Luckily, in my mind, I was like, thank God I had my license, because I didn't want to be like, I don't have my license. That would have been worse. I have my wallet. So I said, okay. So I pulled over and he's like, okay, I'm just going to double check to see. And he double checked and he comes back. He's like, oh yeah, no, it was. I said, yeah, it better be a mistake because my daddy did not steal his car. He paid for it.
That would have been a crazy reveal.
Oh my God, it would have
Dad.
been.
Now you trust your dad some more.
Yeah, no, I know my dad is trustworthy. I know my dad's trustworthy. He would never.
I would have thought, what?
No, I said, first of all, I said, police, you wrong. For a fact, I know this car is not stolen. So, but yeah, it wasn't.
So they were behind you just running your plates?
That's what I'm saying. Are you
What
your
the
thing
heck?
got tagged? It's like, why are you tagging my car out of all cars? You know what I mean? That's what police work. We need a police officer on this podcast to explain how the police work,
true.
because sometimes I'm confused. Like, how does it work? You just randomly pick somebody that you want to like run their plates, or
maybe they just have a number of people that they have.
Is there a system
Maybe
that tags your
search
or something?
Yeah, so that was it wasn't a blunder. I guess, I don't know. It was just a story to share. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
My mama said you guys should be careful when you guys are working. That's what she said. I just came to be the messenger.
To be careful? Why?
Just be careful. You're working,
Like vulnerable people and like they're okay. That's true. I get it.
Be careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why you get trained, and you actually attend training and pay attention. So, anyways, we're back. We're gonna do our we're gonna talk about what we're talking about today. So we're talking about the idol of self. Is social media changing how we see ourselves, guys?
Is social media changing how we see ourselves? So, I will say this. So, once again, I was at my men's breakfast and we had a mental health speaker. We were talking about men's mental health and stuff like that. And one of the icebreakers was, what era would you want to relive the most?
That's a good question.
I went straight to the 90s. Best TV shows, best music, Michael Jordan 6 rings, all of that. Okay? But as I was walking and talking to people and seeing what they were seeing, a couple of them, Sam Chujor, Sam said, early 2000s. I'm like, okay, why? Then he's like, it's the introduction to the internet. The introduction to just tech. And I'm like, that is a great answer. It is a great answer. But I do love my 90s and the simple time. I almost got swayed to saying, I would rather pick that, but I won't. If this world can have no like tech or just on a lower level, then I would love that more, because there's a great side to it, like e-transfer and all that stuff. But I just love things when they're simple. And as time goes on, social media is even more rampant. Back in 2010s, whenever Instagram came out, pure. You just scroll down your feed, you see everything.
It's true. Whoever you followed is who you followed.
But now they introduce stories and they introduce Explorer page and Reels and all of that. And now it's warping our minds. Luckily, we're at an age where we know better. But now you have your nieces and nephews, your daughters and sons being influenced deeply, and raised off of social media, TikTok. So it is definitely shaping our mind more for the bad than the good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think it is. I think the more I look at it, the most thing that kind of bothers me about, I guess, how social media is shaping us is like how much we see, how much content we're getting, like the amount of like suggested content that we're taking in is a problem for me, because it kind of hinders how we think for ourselves. Social media is already putting in the thoughts and giving us the pictures on what decisions or how our life should be played out before even getting the chance to think about it ourselves. So I think it's quite scary to not have control over our lives and our decisions, and that the social media is a kind of like a guiding light for many people in how they make their decisions or
Fact.
what they do, or like mainly in just the marriage aspect too, and how like that's a big thing. Couples is a big thing on social media right now, and everyone loves love, and like I'm sure you guys, all of us know, like when we're getting into relationships right now, we can feel stuck because we're seeing something for so long every day that it kind of trains your mind to picture that and only that.
Facts.
And forget about how kind of the Lord wants us to think.
Facts.
Yeah. I think social media is like, it's good because you get to connect with people. You also get to share, like, it's a way that God can use it. It's not like it's terrible, but I think just recently after the pandemic, or once the pandemic hit, the skyrocketed in terms of how people use social media and how like it's affecting us mentally. Because I'm thinking about myself, like before 2020, I wasn't on, like, I didn't really use Instagram like that. Like, I wasn't so concerned about how I looked and what I posted and, like, if it's going to get many likes or if it's going to get many comments or, you know, followers. I didn't really, like, post like that. It was here and there. Now it's like, you have to be strategic. You can't just post anything. It has to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Yeah. And you're so concerned about what you're saying and what you're doing and how you're doing it. So you would be retaking the same video like 20 million times when you could have just done it the first time and it was perfectly fine. But you're so worried about, oh, I didn't say that word properly, or oh, my hair is kind of off over here, so I have to redo it again. So it's like you're so hyper fixed on things that concerned about what other people are saying or what people are going to think that you don't necessarily get the message out of what you, like, obviously, or post whatever you wanted to post because you're so concerned. And I just even working in the group home, there's one girl that struggles with just going to school because she's so concerned about what other people are thinking about her. Where does that stem from? We're just so hyper fixed on just ourselves and how we look, how we feel. Like, even I even think about this idea of like how people are, you know, do what's best for you, live your best life, you know, always about you, me. And it's also infiltrating into the church and Christian, like the Christian culture too, where it's all about me, myself and I. People don't serve anymore. They get offended so quickly. Oh, they didn't do this for me, or they talk to me like this. They did this, and it's just all about yourself. That nobody wants to do anything for other people anymore.
For sure. I think what I think about in just the Christian community, I think our values, our morals are being kind of like distorted. Like they're things that we've held firm onto and that the Lord wants us to stay by, are kind of getting warped, and we don't know what is true anymore. We don't know what is false anymore. And just going back to like even the word when it says in Philippians 4:8, it's like we're supposed to think about whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure. And truth is honesty, it's accuracy, it's aligning with the facts of reality, and we're so far.
Can we stop on that for a second? Let's stop on that for a second, because I read that verse and I had this devotion that said that something about like you're fixing your thoughts on things that are true. And when I was reading that, I was like, why would God, the Holy Spirit, inspire Paul to write first true, like fix your eyes or focus your thoughts on what is true, not what is lovely or what is good, because you can fix your focus or your thoughts on things that are good. Doesn't necessarily mean that's going to help you, but he said truth first. And that's the thing, we don't fix our thoughts on truth. We're so focused on the worldly truth, right? And that's the world that tells us, like, you know, you have the ability to do what you need to do. You can do this. It's all about you. But the truth is, no, you're supposed to depend on the Lord. Like, go back to God. That's what he wants, for you to depend on him. But the way that this world is, it's all about you, yourself, and I. Like me, myself, and I. And what can I get from this? And how can I do whatever I want to do, right? And so that's why I actually really love that verse, because it reminds me every time I think about or try to remind myself of, like, when I'm going through my mental, like, in terms of, you know, you're overthinking and all that stuff, I always remind myself, fix my thoughts on things that are true. So what is the truth? What does the Bible say about this situation, or whatever the case is?
I think social media and all that stuff, I really feel like it takes away from my Bible reading and reading. I'll say that one more time. I think social media. No.
You know.
Social media takes away from my Bible reading and reading in general.
Period.
Literally, we're in basketball season right now. Okay, I'm watching basketball. Now I'm like, okay, I gotta go live tweets. I gotta see people tweet about certain things. Like you do your 9 to 5, you come home, rest for like an hour, and you're straight on social media. And then you're like, I'm too tired to read. I'm too tired to open up the book. But we have time to scroll and scroll. If you look at let me show you.
Hours.
If you look, my hours are actually pretty good. I don't spend
like
as much social media. But when I go on Instagram, on Twitter, which I don't use a lot, but just rows and rows and rows of stuff. Just rows that I'm going to send to myself and consume. Right? So it takes away from the reading aspect because we're so overstimulated by certain things. It's just this, that, so many opinions, this, that. And that's why I need to take my breaks. I need to take my break. Once I take my breaks, it's never the same.
I was going to say, do you find that that's why people, like a lot of Christians, actually don't know the word because they're so consumed with social media?
We don't know the word because we want to go to Michael Todd and get the word.
Assume
Anthony Mitchell. What's his name? Anthony, whatever his name is. Anthony. Oh, I'm blacking out. He's so good.
2819?
Yes.
What's his name again?
Anthony something.
No, it's not Anthony.
No, isn't it Anthony?
It's not Anthony. It's not Anthony.
219 Church, no? 247. What's his name?
I never see the Bible.
I forgot his name. But yes.
It's something Mitchell, but it's not.
Anthony Mitchell.
Oh, shoot.
Dang.
Anthony Mitchell. Let's see. No, that's a football player.
It's not him.
I don't know, man.
2819 Church. Sorry, guys.
We must find
2819 Church. Philip Anthony Mitchell.
Thank you. It's Philip first.
Yes.
But it's still right. He was still right.
Yeah. I said Anthony Mitchell?
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, Philip Anthony Mitchell. A lot of people go through him. Jackie Hill Perry. Yep. What's the other girl's name? Ashley...
Stephanie Ike.
Yeah.
Stephanie Ike. Oh, she's really good.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of us, we use social media as a way to consume the word.
We use it as our Bible.
We listen to podcasts as our word.
Yeah.
And we don't open up the word. Guys, we don't open up the word at all. We look to others to give us the word. That needs to end. Because how easy, like you said, our minds can be warped into thinking whatever these guys are saying.
It's true.
The other time someone sent me a voice note, and this person is legit in their word. They sent me a voice note and they were just reiterating a verse. I had to stop and let me go search up this verse to go see for myself.
Yeah.
And it was true. Like what they said, it was true. But I can't just take people's faith.
Yeah.
Like people can say nice poetic words and it make it sound like a verse. I can go in ChatGPT and write this. And so you have to read your word, and I'm speaking for myself, or you can easily be warped into thinking the word is saying this or blah, 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 or this pastor is saying this and all this stuff.
I was going to say, since we're talking about not the word, but since we're talking about social media and how it sees ourselves, have you noticed a change in how you view yourself based off of social media?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Have you seen yourself change? Because has social media influenced you in the way that you see yourself?
See myself, and maybe am I doing specific habits?
No, how you see yourself.
Okay.
How you
because you could be doing different things to kind of
well, that's how you see yourself too.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm trying to say.
Like how
see yourself it could be a good way too, no? Or are we talking about just
No. Anyway, just how has it changed the way that you see yourself? Has social media influenced the way that you see yourself?
I think for me, I see myself more as a brand and a business, but I don't know if that's a good thing because I feel like it's taken away the essence of what social media was. Like post your family. That's it.
For people to see.
No filter, no editing of the photo. Now it's like for me to post a photo, I need to have a nice camera.
Do you know how many people edit their photos?
A lot of people.
So that's what I'm saying.
And we're not even talking about regular editing. I'm talking about regular. People are altering notes,
No, that's what I'm saying. They're removing things in the picture that were not there.
making bum bigger.
Why is it always the ladies, huh? What if they add abs for the men?
I'm sure they do.
Hey.
Their hairlines probably darkened
ChatGPT,
it.
you know what? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Why are the
Perfect
mountain?
example. Perfect example. Nana's Lens. Go follow me on Nana's Lens. I'm going to be blunt and transparent.
Can you see?
Go follow me on Nana's Lens. My birthday picture. Great picture. As I was posing my head, you see small, like, not a bald spot, but my hairline curves. So you see like a part where it looks
like
bald, but
yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
bald.
It's just the lighting and the way that the picture was taken.
Tell me why, for literally 5 minutes,
You're trying to figure
I put my photo in Photoshop. There's now a prompt where you can put with anything you want. I highlighted it. I said, fill hairline or general fill or something like that. General fill. I did it. I exported it. I looked at it. 2 pictures. I said, should I post this one? Should I post this one? Should I post this one? Should I post that one?
Nah.
I said, Bunda, I'm posting me, regular, raw, fill. This is me.
Yeah.
I said, I can't believe I always fell in that trap.
No, but that's true.
I don't get it twisted. There's some paint you could put on your head.
No,
but that's
yeah.
different.
This is your use.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Where did that come from? It's because we see on social media that a hairline that is
Has to be perfect.
Yes.
It has to be
Yes.
perfect. Has to be lined
Yes.
up.
has to be ready to go crisp.
And I said, no, we're not doing that. We're not falling into this trap of perfection. This is
my
me,
gosh.
bro.
I think it doesn't. I don't know if it changes me as much how I see myself. Maybe a little bit, but I think it's how I see others. I think how I see others because
Elaborate.
I'm using that picture to compare to what they should look like or how they should look like or what my likings are.
For example.
Yeah.
Like a man should have this built.
So basically what you see on social media, you're trying to put it on somebody in
Someone
a real
else.
person and be like, this is what I have and my expectation of what it should look like and you need to look like this. And if you don't, well, next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get
And
that.
so
yeah.
my reality is kind of like
it's blurred.
And ladies, whoever you're maybe dating in the future, it will get harder because social media has given us what it should look like. It's not true, but they're saying this is what it should look like. If it doesn't look like this,
Yeah.
move on.
If you don't have swag, move on.
Yeah, if you're not like you don't have the right clothes, move on. If you can't dress nice, move on. If you
It's crazy.
not
You don't have
organized, but this is a 10-second clip of maybe someone that they edited and then put on
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
How do you know what the rest of their the rest of the hours of their day, if you spend time with them, what they really look like?
Yeah.
How do you know that person is great, but they showed you that 10 seconds? You're like, yeah, I want my man to be like that. I want my woman to be like that. It's like,
Damn,
man,
yo.
you're gonna have
Yeah, that's a
some
tricky one.
hard
A
times.
lot of people be blocking their blessings because they're in that phase of, damn, it should look like this. My life should look like this, or my man or woman should look like this. But it's like everybody has like regular bodies, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, social media has definitely changed, not the way that I see myself, but I think I put more effort into how I present myself. And I think it's because I see so many other, listen, I love wigs. Okay. I love me a good
we see
wig.
the ads on our page.
Oh, sorry.
Facebook.
I love me a good wig. And I don't have money right now. But the desire in my heart is I want the wig. Like why am I desiring something that is so like it's nothing, it's really why am I wasting money on wigs, guys? I love clothes. Now I know there's some people I love to dress, and if I could, I would be spending all my money on clothes. Is that what I'm called to do? I'm wasting money on things that don't matter to me.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter to me that much. Like, why am I so like concerned about how I dress, what I wear, what I buy, the clothes that I wear, the makeup, the wig? Like, it's so much about how I look to other people that I'm so worried. I'm concerned about all of that. I'm using my money that I should be using to bless other people. Financially, I'm putting myself in debt because I'm like, oh, I need to look so good. I need to, feel good so that people can see me and they can like me and they can, be like, oh my gosh, Bernice, like that style of yours is so. And then, sorry, this is me just exposing myself. I'm like, okay, one day when I have money, I'm going to wear all the clothes. I'm going to become a fashion person, and then brands are going to come to me and they're going to
tell them the truth.
They're Bernice, can you do this? But it's like, that's not my calling. I know that's not my calling. But it's the desire of my flesh that's desiring to want to be, seen and want to be like, loved, not loved, but like, wanted to people
Desired.
to follow. Yeah, like to follow me. And then this is what, in 2 Timothy, I wanted to bring this verse up because it hit me like a rock.
I have a verse too right after you.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 to 3, it says, but know this, that in the last days, perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good. I said, Paul, wherever you are right now, you hit me like a rock. Tell me,
right
are we not going through this? And the funny thing is, as I was reading this, it was talking about like in that time as he was writing this, he meant like at that time that they're going through this. It wasn't like he was thinking in the future, like today. He was saying in this moment right now, this is what the time will come where people will be lovers of themselves. How many people are like in this world now? It's all fixated on themselves.
Yeah.
How many people love money? Everything is about money. Right now, we're going through a whole trade war. What is the point of the trade? Money.
Greed, pride, greed, all of that stuff mixed into one.
Right? And it's like, as Christians, we can't fall into that. The whole point is to be different from that. And it's like, I feel like it's in the church already. I'm not going to lie. It's in the church. Even as we do, like, experiencing through, like, serving and, like, who we're serving, you can see through leadership too, sometimes it feels like it's about you. It's for you. It's not so much for other people. It can come off like, yes, it's for other people, or what you're doing or what you want to do is for other people. But it comes at the end of the day, the root is it's all pride. It's all about you. Right. And then you wonder why we don't see the hand of God moving in certain places, because God does not love pride. He ain't going to put nothing in there. If everything is, he knows your heart. So it's like you want him to move, but yet your heart is so far from him. You need to come back to the Lord. That's for myself.
It's crazy because in my position right now at the church, me and my director, we kind of we move like church mouse. We're friendly, we talk to you, but like that praise stuff is like, I don't really want it to like get to us. Even like with certain numbers, like being shared with social media, it's like, that's great. But that doesn't.
It's beyond that. It's bigger than that. And it's great to obviously appreciate the things that are good. But I think when we start to hyper focus on ourselves, we can't do the work that the Lord wants to do.
Yeah. I think a lot of us are, though, on that point, striving for perfection. But it's the perfection of, in comparison to the people who we deem to be perfect. And we're constantly striving to be better than someone else, or be more perfect than someone else, or get more numbers than someone else. And it just brings me back to the verse of just Matthew 5:48, where he's like, be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. The verse is a call to strive for moral excellence, following the example of God, rather than aiming for unattainable human standard of perfection.
Come on. Like, let's not be
human perfection. His perfection. Like, what are we doing to be more like him?
Yeah.
That's our perfection. That's us striving towards perfection, not how we look or, I don't know,
how well we speak, or what we're doing, or our career, or how much money we have. Like, that verse actually strikes me. But it's true, like, being like Jesus. And Christians, including myself, we can always look to the world and put them together, but the whole point is that we're not supposed to be together. Like, why am I looking at somebody who's not a Christian and
getting mad?
Yeah, like why am I comparing myself to this person who's not even in the faith right now? Yeah. Why am I looking to that person as somebody that I can be like, oh yeah, like I want to be just like them, or like, there's jealousy, or there's something inside of me that's like brewing. And I'm like, why am I doing that?
Waste of time.
It is a waste of time. It's not worth it. And as Christians, we need to become, like that verse says, perfect as the Father is perfect.
Yep.
Striving for what Jesus wants us to become. And the whole point is that he wants our hearts. Hey, he wants our hearts, right? And it's something that takes surrender. It's something that takes humility. It's something that you need to pray for.
Yeah.
It's not just going to come because, like when we went to Apostles, it's like you have to speak it.
It's true.
You can't just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to become like this. No, if you haven't spoken it, it's not going to work.
It's like give life to his words.
Yeah, it won't work.
I pray that everyone like gets aware or has some awareness and just reflect on their life.
Yeah.
Like, am I this type of person that I'm trying not to be? I just hope people can just become aware and that conviction can seep into their soul. And that's where change will start.
Yeah.
Right? So
You gotta
question
start
your
doing
heart.
those.
What's your heart posture
That's
like?
exactly it.
So,
Reflective practices is important. Like, ask yourself, have I idolized myself? Have I idolized what I want? Have I idolized people? And actually be honest so that he can do the work inside of you, and ask him to come in and,
yeah.
do the work.
So
It's true.
you don't have to have the best cameras, church. That's one thing that's kind of in my field. Like, if I'm a church, I need to look like this. I need to have the best cameras. I need to have best social media. You don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure to become perfect and to look perfect. So,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what the Lord wants us to be.
He doesn't. And just, I guess, to echo that with a verse of Romans 12:2, it's like, we're not to be conformed by the world, but transformed by the renewing of our mind, that he may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Yeah.
So we're called out to be different. We're called out to be unique. We're not called out to be the same as everyone else. So be that unique person. Don't try to compare or, look for him, look up to him for perfection, right?
Yeah.
So.
You have to send me all those verses. So
One more, because this one stuck up to me. One more. Okay, this is 1 John 2, verse 15 to 17. This one says, do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world is passing away, and the lust of it. But he who does the will of God abides forever. Now, if you want to abide forever, you need to be in the will of God.
that sums up our whole episode
That's
right there.
literally
And how
it.
do you know you're in the will of God?
You have to, literally, it's be in your word. Follow what the word says. Don't go outside of it. Just follow what the word says.
Right there. Just, you got to bring it back.
It's a manual. Like the way you follow the instructions to build
GPS.
something. It's the same way that the Bible, that's the exact thing. Don't go outside of it. Don't make extra stuff out of it. Don't try to add anything to it. Just follow the Bible. If it says, love your neighbor, love your neighbor.
Yes.
It's a hard one.
But you just put the whole. I'm so sorry.
made it worse.
Okay, you're good now. You're good.
No.
Be telling your friends
Sorry.
that they have stuff on their face.
I know.
That's a good friend.
Sorry. But it's true. If the word says, and the thing is, the first thing that what God tells us or commands us to do is to love him first, then love your neighbor as you love yourself. So love God first, get to know him first, get to know his word first. Then you can do all the other things and be in his will. There's no other option. There's nothing else crazy about it. It's very simple. We try to make Christianity, we try to make it so
It's really
complex,
simple.
but it's so simple. Just love God, which is loving his word.
Social media needs to die.
No, don't say that, because God created it.
I lied.
You created
Okay,
it for a purpose.
There's
Yes.
some. I have positive impact
Yes.
about social media, and it just the whole episode is not about social media, but that just came into my brain. But social media can bring a sense of belonging and connection with your community, and it's good for self-expression and creativity. A lot of creatives on there, and access to information and support.
Turn off your
Like,
phone.
sorry, it was done already. Bro. It was done. But access to information and support. It's a great Bristol board, like past, like,
Yeah.
for stuff. Pastel board.
Wow.
Oh my god.
But it is. It's a positive. It's not always negative. I think just as human beings, we are naturally going to turn
for the
things
negatives,
upside
yeah.
down. But I think if the Lord gave it to us to use as a platform, and we just need to steward it properly. As Christian believers, let's put some light out there. That's it.
And there is a lot of light out there.
So,
And we're trying to put light out there right now.
this little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine.
come on.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, say
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it
shine.
Let it
shine.
Let it
shine.
And so, in order for this light to continue to shine, as Nana closes off the like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts below. How has this episode impacted you? And if it has, make sure you comment below. I have my O. Henry bar that I'm gonna eat right up.
You're not.
Oh,
Sponsor us.
O. Henry, this is bad for you. Anyways, comment below. Tell us how this episode has impacted you. And if you are struggling with, like, idol of self, or you've learned to overcome it, share it below. We want to see. We want to, we want to hear about it. Other than that, we out.
We out with the Juxtaposition crew. Peace.
Peace in the streets, bruh.